Well, Ireland is in the midst of an unprecedented housing crisis. We all knew it was bad, but did you know it was this bad? Yes, as the government is at pains to point out to the entire world, Ireland will take unlimited amounts of asylum seekers and refugees and assorted immigrants of all particular persuasions. However, there is a slight problem with that. We just simply don't have anywhere to put them. There is a property crisis which has been going on now for the past number of years, and in addition to our own native Irish homeless of around 14,000, I think it keeps going up, so that figure's probably already out of date. We have, it is estimated by this year end, we will have taken in almost 250,000 additional people. That's to a nation that only has 5 million to begin with. I want to present to you what even shocked me as, well, as where we're at currently with Irish rental accommodation. I present to you...
What?
For only... What? Yes. Yes, all that could be yours for only €1,500 per month. 1,500 euros per month. And you could live in luxury like that. It's Kardashian level. I think you'll surely agree. Anyway, let's hop on over to our friends at Gript Media, one of the few decent, honest and forthright media outlets still operating in the state that hasn't been captured by the government and the far left progressive minions that operate under it and in some cases for it. We have here from Fatima Gunning, yes, this absolutely palatial rental property, which is on daft.ie, which is that's the website that a lot of people here in Ireland use for property. It's for not only rental but for selling and buying and all that. So it's basically the property place that everybody goes to. Anyway, Daft, this gem, this absolute gem, this jewel in the crown. Let's read more about it and see if maybe perhaps you might be interested. It's only, you know, a trifling fee, 1,500 a month. Yeah, it's if you've got that kind of money and you like the cut of its jib, let's read on and see what's going on here. Those struggling, this is from Fatima, those struggling to find decent and affordable accommodation in the greater Dublin area will be happy to hear of this unmissable opportunity. I quite agree. Daft.ie is advertising a converted shed. Oh, that's a bit cruel. It's way much more than that. In Stepaside, for the low price of $1,500 a month. Stepaside, if you don't know where it is, it's not even city centre, as you can see from the picture. This is out in the wilds. This is out in the... I think Stepaside only became part of Dublin about 3 weeks ago. No, well, a while ago. But it used to be like a nice quaint village kind of outside of the city. Now it's kind of been swallowed up, but it's way out there. I mean, you wouldn't walk to O'Connell Street from Stepaside, I'll tell you that, unless you're doing it for charity or something. But anyway, look, you wouldn't. You might get there on a bike, but you'd have to be kind of fit even for that. Yeah, Gareth. What's Gareth saying here in the Twitter sphere? Meanwhile, on the outskirts of Dublin, it is. Someone has thrown a washing machine, a sink, a desk and a toilet into this shed. And is charging £1,500 a month. Yeah, you can see it there in all its glory beside somebody's house.
Fucking bullshit.
I mean, beside a real house. You can see, for compare and contrast, if you will. Compare and contrast. On the left, a house, normal, not particularly big house, and on the right, as something else.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah, 1,500 quid. All right, don't all rush. Don't. You're all on the web already, trying to get to it, trying to rent it, but it could be gone already, lads. I'm sorry, could be gone. Could be gone. There you go. There's an internal shot. Is this from? You've heard the expression. You couldn't swing a cat. Couldn't swing a cat in that.
Bit small, isn't it? Compact and bijou, Mostyn. Compact and bijou.
You couldn't even swing yourself in that, I'd say. Let's read on from Fatima. This striking rental property, this rental opportunity, with a minimum 1-year lease, is called Sky House. It's got a name and all. Minimum 1-year lease. It's not for any of you amateurs. We're talking serious. This is a serious contender here. It's for serious people. It's called Sky House, so you'd even have your own kind of fancy address. Where are you living? Oh, I'm in Sky House.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Narrative is everything. And it's available right now. At least when this was written. Daft describes the unit as, quote, a fully detached, self-contained studio home with 2 private entrances and a stunning view of Three Rock Mountain. Yeah, okay. You gotta sell. There we go. There's another internal shot.
What the hell is that shit?
New washing machine by the looks of it. I think that's about the best you could say for that. Yeah, compact.
Compact and bijou.
Compact and bijou. It's very compact and bijou. Right, this for the successful applicant, we'll read on, will surely be a golden opportunity to escape the accommodation crisis, and at such an affordable rate. Who could say no?
No! God, please, no!
Well, I'm highly tempted myself, to be quite honest. It's a bit of a steal. The shed, such a crude word. The shed is described as a newly decorated home that elegantly blends the rustic and modern to provide a serene and welcoming home in a peaceful, safe and friendly neighbourhood and community.
I think I can smell shite.
I mean, God, it's just key. Oh, look, there's even a fancy light in there. On the desk, you could be doing your work. You could be working from home. And it's got all that you need. Does it have a bed? Was there a bed there? Hold on, let's see. Was there? Hard to kind of know. Yeah, it's not readily visible. Maybe something pulls out. You know, one of these. Now it's a couch. Now it's a bed type things. Let's read on. Quote, this is from, I guess, the spiel, enticing you. If you're not enticed already, I know I am. Plenty of natural light bathes in the space through the large window and glass panelled doors at the front and back. It's got back and front entrances while providing a quiet and tranquil space. Ah, yeah, you could write poetry in that and everything. You could really do a lot of good work there. All right. Yeah, okay. The owners describe themselves as having a, quote, all-inclusive, all-welcoming, all-respecting, non-discriminatory rainbow household. But smoking is strictly forbidden. So it's inclusive unless you're a smoker.
Smoking!
Bill, everything has a limit. So I'm not sure. They're kind of covering all the bases there. Non-discriminatory, except if you're a smoker. Rainbow household. You can make of that what you will.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Anyway, is there any more here? No. Okay, comments here. I have a shoe. If some old woman wants to rent that, says Marco. Some people have brass necks. They should be named ashamed, says Marco. Does the landlord accept HAP? It's the government scheme to... You know, they kind of give you part of the rent to kind of help people. It's a government thing. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. And if that wasn't enough, we'll head on over to the Twitter sphere, because we got a bit from Garrett there. Garrett, not Gareth. It says Garrett. All right, Garrett. Meanwhile, yeah, okay, we read that, and there's another picture. There's a... Yeah, you see the view of the mountain in the back. It's... Yeah, picturesque. I mean, there's a big wall there, but I don't know if that wall is going right behind the house. I assume it's not. Or maybe you have to stand on the shed. I mean, house. I mean, sky view. Maybe you have to stand on the roof, assuming you don't fall through. It looks a bit rickety, and you could view the mountain from there. Yeah, okay, all right. Front and back entrances, it says. What are the people saying here in the Twitter sphere? God, no relation, my Substack. Yeah, what's he saying? But it is called Sky House, says Gareth, not Garth. But it is called Sky House, and it does have a brushed nickel tap. So that makes it less depressing. Yeah, I can't disagree with you there, Gareth, not Garth. A view of Tree Rock, so it's basically priceless. Yeah, okay, we don't need to see what Mace has to say because they're just trying to sell you something. Yeah, Ellie, L, otherwise known as a shed. Yes, says L. I again can't disagree with you there. Andrew Jones, God loves a chancer. I think he's referring to the rainbow, to the very welcoming and non-discriminatory landlords who are rainbow friendly, not smoker friendly. But as I said, everything in life has its limits. Well, except inward immigration to Ireland. It seems that on that occasion there's no limits there, according to the government. No, that has no limits whatsoever. But anyway, loves a chancer. Yes, Cynthia L. Owen says those are called quote tiny houses. Get with the lingo. You see, it's all a narrative. That's, if you control the narrative, you can call it anything you want. How dare you call it a shed? It's a tiny house. Bigot. Okay, there you go. And you thought you knew about the Irish accommodation housing crisis. Well, no, you probably didn't think it was quite that bad. Well, that's how bad it is. We're now rebranding garden sheds, and not even I've seen plenty of bigger garden sheds than that. We're now rebranding garden sheds as quote tiny houses, giving them their own special names to make you feel more kind of, you know, palatial. And yeah, 1,500 quid a month with a year's lease, just so you can't bunk off after a month because you found somewhere even nicer. I mean, where could be nicer than that? So yeah, you thought you'd seen it all until you seen that. Well, I'm not even sure if now you've seen it all, because God knows what we'll have for you next week.